All rise. Support court with Judge about to be is now in session. Judge, this is case number JBB1016, Mercy case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may be seated. Okay, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Miss.
Miss Mercy, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, so my baby daddy is just not doing his part, taking care of our twins. It's been 2 years, and it's just getting really hard doing it by myself and trying to maintain my career and everything as well.
You said twins. Are these boys, girls?
A boy and a girl, Rolls and Royce.
Okay, like the car?
Yeah,
Okay, what's the boy's name?
he's Rolls.
Rose. Okay, let's make sure I get it. And Royce is the girl. Okay. Royce is actually a cute name for a girl.
I like it.
Never thought about
When
that.
I looked at her, she just looked like a Royce to me.
Okay, all right. All right, so he's not contributing, he's not involved. Tell me the backstory, like how did the two of you get together?
Yeah, so I was actually at an after party for a concert, and he was a performing artist, and a couple drinks, and I became more social and decided to go express my flirtations on him, and then one thing led to the next.
Okay, keep going.
Got
Lead
two
with that.
beautiful kids. He's a rapper, a local rapper though, so he's still building his career. He also does like some hustling on the side as well, so
Okay.
I want a piece of that as well because he makes a good living doing that.
All right, when you say hustling, like that could be anything. Does he cut hair?
Well, I Googled a few things of like kind of what he does. So he goes to the grocery store and purchases like a lot of the same type of items. Typically like there's a lot of baking soda.
Oh,
involved.
okay.
And
So he's a baker.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. This case has everything. A devoted mother raising twins on her own, an absent father who claims he can't contribute, and a courtroom where the truth is about to come out. Mercy, the mother, says her ex-partner is making serious money, upwards of $20,000 a week, yet somehow, he's never able to support his children financially. While he's busy posting luxury lifestyles online, Mercy's left to carry the full weight of parenting alone. Now, with both sides headed to court, the big question is, will the judge hold him accountable, or will he continue living large while avoiding responsibility? Let's find out.
After the fact, but he does.
Okay, and how old are Rose and Royce? I don't think I asked
They're
you that.
2 years old.
2, all right. And these other children, are they older, younger?
Both. He's got 2 older and 1 younger.
2 older, 1 younger. So a total of 3 outside of Rose and Royce.
Correct.
Okay. When was the last time you seen him?
Oh, I saw him a couple weeks ago when he was with old girl.
Okay. Did you have him served at that time? Because I do see a return here where he was served.
He was served a week prior to that.
Okay, all right. Did you all discuss anything about whether or not he was coming to court? I mean, not that you had to, but
I mean, when I
you?
saw them, I tried to approach them, but it didn't, we didn't really get to discuss much about the court case.
When you approached them, what did they look like?
I mean, it wasn't anything bad. I just saw them out, so I walked up to them. I saw the girl sitting there, and she had a cute little bag, so I commented on her bag. And then she took it as a petty remark. So we got
Were you being petty?
The bag was cute. It was a Telfar bag.
What did you say?
Cute. I was like, oh, this little bag is cute.
Oh, you put little in there.
It was the little, they have 3 different sizes, so it was actually the little bag.
Oh, okay. Because adding little in front of something could come off as petty.
But if she had the medium bag, I would have probably said, oh, this medium bag is cute.
Okay. Continue with the story.
So yeah, she didn't like what I had to say, so we got into a heated argument.
Let's break it down. Mercy believes her children's father is running a highly profitable business, but not the kind you'd find listed on a storefront. According to her, he's involved in some less than clear side ventures that bring in real money. She's even done her research online and thinks she's found proof. But here's the catch, courts don't run on speculation. They need bank statements, documented income, and actual financial records, not screenshots or vague guesses. Still, if what Mercy says is true, she could be missing out on the support her children rightfully deserve. This case might come down to what can be proven, not just what's believed.
To say, I didn't even really get to have a conversation with my baby daddy, so I'm not sure why he's not here, but I do know that he got the papers.
Okay. All right. So did you want me to look at that?
Yes.
What you did on the Google search?
Yes, please. I've already got it opened up to the page.
Thank you. Okay. It's a lot in here. And I appreciate you being prepared and you have it all tabbed and everything for me. Oh, okay. It's quite a bit in here. So baking, we'll just say baking. How much do you think he makes on a monthly basis?
I would love to find out because I keep hearing different answers, and according to him, he's always broke. According to him, he doesn't break even. He's always owing money, and but I know that to be a lie because he's wine and dining this woman. So I would maybe suspect upwards.
In what amounts? Because all you provided me were things that you pulled off of Google. It's not necessarily anything scholarly, not anything that is grounded in fact or even law. It's just things you pulled off Google, and I see there are some pictures from an Instagram page.
So I would assume about $20K weekly is what he brings in.
All right.
Just based on, all of the stunting on the gram.
Okay. So he's one of those. He's on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. You said he makes about how much from his regular job?
60K.
60K. All right. So here's the thing. Yes, in some circumstances you can order.
Things take a dramatic turn when Mercy sees her ex in public with another woman. Instead of a calm conversation, tensions rise quickly, and what starts as a compliment turns into a full-on confrontation. While emotions ran high, one thing became clear: this was a missed opportunity. Mercy didn't get to ask about child support, and the father didn't offer any answers. Sometimes, personal emotions can cloud the bigger issue, making sure the kids are taken care of. But will this be the last time they cross paths, or just the beginning of a much bigger dispute?
Child support based on what you believe is what they're making. However, the issue here is that you're basing it on an assumption.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't make someone pay child support based on an assumption.
Even if his caption says, how much money he's got.
Well, and here's the thing about these captions, and that's why I said, is he one of those? Because people stunt and put certain things on social media. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is. Like he said here, just made 5 bands. What is that? Is that a random one-time thing? Is that something that he's doing weekly? You really can't tell just by looking at these posts. It just says it for that one caption. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. If you had something to show me that was more concrete on a consistent basis, maybe.
Know their date stamp? Because it's every 3 or 4 days he's making posts like that.
I see what you're saying. However, it's not very concrete to just say that that's what he's doing all the time. It's clear that he has a lot going on.
Except taking care of these kids.
Well, I didn't say that. Those are your words. It's clear he has a lot going on. But that one caption is the only one that I'm seeing that says any mention of an actual dollar amount.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, he was served to be here today. So he knows he was supposed to be here. So we can go ahead and place him on child support to ensure that you do start receiving some child support for the children.
Okay.
But the additional amount, we can't do that unless you come back and say, he's making this much more and you actually get something.
Let's talk social media. Mercy's ex is sharing posts flaunting expensive trips, designer brands, and stacks of cash. But the court isn't swayed. Just because someone looks successful online doesn't mean that's their true financial picture. Judges need documented evidence, not digital flash. Still, Mercy's frustration is understandable. If he can afford lavish dinners and luxury vacations, why is there no money for his children's needs? The gap between online appearance and real-world responsibility has never been clearer.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Health insurance. Who carries the children on health insurance?
I do.
Okay, how much is your health insurance?
$150.
Is that for both children or just?
For both.
Are you included in that?
No.
Okay. $150. All right. And you said he has 5 children total.
Correct.
All right. So we're going to base that off of 15%. Do you know if he has access to private health insurance?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, if he does, the reason I ask, because if he does, then he can decide after he gets this paperwork today that he wants to come back to court and show the court proof of his actual income, proof of health insurance, and try to get it cheaper.
Yeah, he's not doing all that.
He might.
He didn't even bother to show up today.
Well, he didn't. I mean, obviously, I'm looking at an empty chair, but you'll be surprised. Some people do come back, especially when you start speaking about money. Okay? So, giving him credit for the other 3 children that he has, his child support would be based on 15% of his income. You understand what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any questions about that? Is that a no?
Just maybe what the dollar amount is.
Okay. Oh, I was getting to that.
Oh, okay.
I was getting to that. Okay. So, based on 15% of his gross income, based on $60,000.
Now things are getting serious. The judge is ready to set child support, but there's a problem. The numbers will be based only on his official income, and here's the twist: he has 5 children total, so any support he's ordered to pay will be divided among all of them. That could mean a much smaller amount for Mercy, especially if the court can't verify any hidden income. But if he really is making $20,000 a week, there's no way he'll accept this without pushing back. So now we wait. Will he finally show up to explain his side, or stay silent and let the ruling stand?
It's $5,000. His net is $4,120.17. 15% of that would be $618, plus the $150 reimbursement. Brings it to $768 per month. And that's for both kids.
Okay.
Why did you look like that? You look like you
that
went
was
down.
for each kid.
No, it's
okay.
based on his income. Each kid would well exceed
I'm gonna
what
find
it
out
is.
the rest of his income because I know.
Well, I mean, if you find it out and you bring something in here, it's credible, it's something that I can actually quantify. Like if you bring in receipts of, when I say receipts, I'm talking about the things that you brought in already on Instagram, and it's showing something consistent, like I'm making $5,000 every 2 weeks. Well, we can quantify that, right?
Okay.
That's $10,000 a month. So you multiply that over a course of a year. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Something a little bit more concrete. So do you have any questions about anything?
No.
Okay. All right. If there's nothing further, then you're dismissed.
Thank you.
And that brings us to the verdict. Mercy gets a child support ruling, but it's likely less than what she hoped. Without solid proof of her ex's full income, the court had to go by the books. The judge made it clear, if Mercy wants to increase the support amount, she'll need better documentation next time. As for the father, if he truly is earning what Mercy claims, he might return to challenge the decision. But until then, the ruling stands. What do you think? Should the court have done more to uncover the truth, or was this the fairest outcome given the facts? Let us know in the comments, and if you're into real courtroom twists, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned.